Hi everyone. I'm hopeful that all you'll be fine. In the last session, we have learned how we can create the new Zoom user using the Zoom REST API. Okay. So we are continuing with the Zoom users API, and in this session, we will learn how we can actually check the email that this email user is exist on our Zoom account, either it is not. Okay. So let's continue. First step, we need to be create a const variable inside the constants for the relative path to that endpoint. So we say user email, okay, and we here just I think we need string interpolation, and we pass users and slash, and here we say email, okay. So this is the endpoint where we request, and we need to say a user email format. And inside the Zoom helper, we first need to import that. So we say here user email, okay, and at the bottom we need to create a helper for that. So we say here const is user exist async, and we need to pass email, and inside the definition, so this endpoint will be available for the only registered users with the directly either added user in the user management, either using the Zoom API. And this API is not available for the SSO sign-in and Google and Facebook. Okay, so these sign-ins are not available to validate or check the user's email. Okay, so we first need to build the URI. So we say here user email URI, and we use string interpolation, and we say here API based URI, and then we append user email, and at the last we need to place the query parameter called email, and we pass email, okay. And in the response we will get a boolean field called exist email, okay. So if this email is exist on our Zoom account, then we will get true, and if that email is not exist, then we'll get false, okay. So we say here we just need to bind our axios. So we say const data weight and axios. We need to bind the URL. So we say user email URI. Method will be get, okay. And headers, we need to set the header access token. Just copy and paste, bind then, okay. And we say response, return response, bind the cage, and we say error, return error, okay. And at the bottom we just return the data and need to format and export this helper. So we say is user exist, need to format once again, and inside the helper, inside the API, we first import. So we say is user exist, and at the bottom we need to create an endpoint for that API. So we say API dot get, and we say slash app zoom API slash zoom slash users slash email, and we say async, and we need to pass request the response, need to bind the handler, and here we say late is user exist, and await is user exist, need to pass request dot. I think we can pass the parameter, okay. So we need to set that as a parameter. So we say request params dot email, and at the bottom we return response.json, and is user exist semicolon, need to format the port, okay, and start the API. So we say npm start, just navigate to the browser, which are the localhost port 4000 slash API slash zoom slash users, okay. And we need to set email, and I think we need to set email. I'm just requesting or querying with my email. So we first need to place a breakpoint so that we can see the response and error. Okay, so then hit enter and wait. So we have successfully got the response, and inside the response we have a existed email true. Okay, so we continue that. Let's enter an invalid email. So we say here hit enter, and we now get false. Okay, so you can see exist false. So hopefully you have got the session. If you have any query regarding this session, then just please place a comment on a video comment section. Either you have any queries regarding any of my sessions, and either you have any suggestions regarding any third party, though all most welcomes and queries are totally most welcome. You can share those via my shared contact details, either on email, either on WhatsApp. Take care. Bye bye.